Good evening, good afternoon, good day, whatever you want. I'm your host. My name is Kawani, and I am a student physical therapist. But for the purposes of today, I'm also here to help you uncover a mystery. Now, I know what you're thinking. What kind of mystery could Kawani and her Bob Ross painting solve? Um, no, not a murder mystery. This is the mystery of the bathroom. So I have a patient. His name for this reason is going to be Charles. Um, he's 55. He's just coming out of a inpatient rehab facility and he's trying to come back home. Now, Charles and his spouse live in this apartment with his two teenage sons. One bathroom, crazy, I know, but in this economy, and they're renters, and they have people upstairs, but they don't really talk to them. So we need to help Charles figure out how he can take care of his hygiene in the bathroom. That is our mystery today. So Charles just suffered a recent spinal cord injury. He has no access below L3. So his legs not really working, but everything else up here is good. He currently uses a wheelchair to ambulate. He's very independent. And he has AFOs if he needs to walk, and he uses a walker, but it's with moderate assistance of one and also with a following wheelchair person of two behind him when he walks. And he can really only walk 20 feet. So we'll see how this goes, but you're going to come help me solve this mystery of Charles's bathroom. So follow me. Y'all know in a good mystery, we got to find clues. So in the home eval that we found a couple of things. Um, some good, some bad to help Charles. So this doorway, this one, is about 31 inches. So standard for wheelchairs, 32. So some things that we could do for this part is we can take off this little molding. This is about a ½ inch. And if it's on each side, it'll give him an extra inch. And this door, we would probably want to offset the hinges so that, he can actually still pass through, because it kind of doesn't allow, even with this gone, this is still in the way. So we would want to take this clue, run with it, change it up so that his wheelchair can fit through so that he's completely independent. A couple of other things. We have this stool in the way. We can move it. It's pretty movable. But the toilet is about 17.5 inches tall, which is standard for ADA compliance, so that's really good. Another thing is, yeah, meet Bruce here. This is Charles' bathroom rug. We would want to just secure that, because otherwise, if we don't have a rug, we don't have anywhere to catch the water. So we would secure it so that his wheelchair can pass over it smoothly. Now, that's about it for this environment. Everything else is pretty standard. But let's see what's lurking behind the curtain here. The threshold. This threshold is like right at my quad, but actually it's very in line with how high the toilet is. So what we figured we could do with Charles, instead of remodeling his whole bathroom, is he actually is very good at uneven transfers. So if we add in some equipment in here, it'll be actually pretty easy for Charles to get in just by sitting on the threshold and swinging up his legs this way. So what we've decided to give Charles to help him out is we'll put a stool in there, a bench that is flush with the height of the threshold of the bathtub. And then we can put in a grab bar right here so that he can have an easier time pulling himself onto the bench more fully when he gets in, and for stability purposes as well. And then for the shower head, currently we don't have, there you go, we don't have that handheld shower head, but we can give Charles a handheld shower head so that he can bathe sitting down. It'll be more comfortable and reasonable for him. Okay, so another part of Charles's bathroom mystery is that he needs to transfer. So this is his wheelchair right here. He'd lock it first. He'd scoot to the edge so that his feet are underneath him. He has a good base of support. He has one hand right by his bum, and then one hand on the side of the shower. and then he'll lean forward and then twist so that he can get his bum up on the edge here. So it'll look kind of like this. And then he'll have the grab bar. He can kind of pull himself and push himself off of his wheelchair. He'll put one leg in and then the other leg in. And then he'll grab and pull so that he's in the shower. Back to where it all started in our not so murderous mystery. So Charles still has a life, still has a job, and he wants to be able to drive. And luckily, in Salt Lake City, where he lives, he's going to have a lot of resources available to him. We have a driving rehab hospital, actually, and it has so many simulations. It has virtual reality, it has car simulations to get in and out of, and it also has resources that'll link up with the DMV to help him get his licensure as well as his new handicap passes. Also teach him how to use new mods in his car if he has like a hand pump for the brakes and for the gas. Also a place to put his wheelchair in the back and how to independently move in and out. So they'll teach you all of that. What will happen is you'll have an eval first with a PT and an OT. They work together in tandem in this driving rehab hospital. And then they'll teach you, the OT will take over when teaching them how to drive, and the PT will take over when teaching them about car transfers. So, and we can send him directly from the inpatient rehab facility to go be referred there so that he can start to learn how to drive. Thanks for coming along to help me solve Charles's not so murderous mystery. Me and my plant Marge really appreciated it. But again, my name is Kalani, and hit me up for your household home mystery solving needs.